Hi everyone, we are going to do a reading today about what this lunar moon eclipse is asking of us. What this lunar eclipse is asking of us. I want to say what the hell is it asking of us, because it's been very difficult energy lately for a lot, and definitely I'm feeling this energy heavy. I think that's what I want to use, is the word heavy. So we're going to do a reading. And we're just going to try to read the energy. I feel like some of us have been like stuck in this cave and it's saying it's time to come out. You know, I feel like the North Star is behind someone. We have the sun. Beautiful. So that's a beautiful positive type energy, right? That's a rebirth. That's doing something different, but in a positive light. That's allowing yourself to be the light worker you are. And I feel like we have a lot of, like, you know, the hermit to me all of a sudden looks like a lot of, you know, like a group of light workers that are now coming out into the world. You know, like your work is done, you've read the books, you've studied, what have you, you've been awakened. You know, you now have the knowledge, and I feel like now you need to shine it on the world. Like, now is the time. This is a very peaceful type energy, though. It's the hermit, right? So I'm seeking higher energy within the hermit, right? I'm asking the big questions. I'm trying to find my own light, who I am, right? Who I truly am. Not on the surface, not who I show people, but who I am on a soul level. I'm trying to reach my soul. And through the hermit, you do. You know, it's the number 9, which is all about reflection. And when you think of reflection, look at it in a way where there's no judgment, right? There's zero judgment. All you're doing with this reflection is, you know, sometimes we are seeing our own part in something. And that allows us to clear it if we choose, right? To clear it. So just say, as hermits go, that's the happiest hermit I've seen. Like, he's got a big smile on his face. And I don't blame him, because he's looking towards the sun. So it's almost like the universe is now your light. It's like you've now connected your spirituality to your earthly being. So, more or less, in a nutshell, just saying that some of you are ready, and it may be time, right? The hermit's on their own time. You know, I don't feel like judgment comes out and be like, okay, you must now move. Even though I think I might have said that. But as I think about the hermit, he's really on his own time, right? In his own time, he will gain the knowledge. You know, he'll be ready to receive. And then become who they truly are, right? A light worker. Small or large, doesn't matter. It's not even about that, right? It's about you shining your own light. Okay. Just going to take one more of these, I think. Hermit is the card of Virgo. So Virgo is the energy of She's the seeker of, you know, the hidden. What's hidden? Something hidden, I find it. Right? She's a detective. She is usually behind the scenes, but she's the one who's running it all. The sun is the card of Leo, and Leo is the front runner. You know, Leo wants to shine their spotlight. Virgo is happy to just think, just be there and think about the world, about this, about that. You know, that brings them peace. It's what expands them, right? Leo shining their light, right? They're about bringing joy to the world. Doesn't mean they do. Some of them do. Some of them do in their own time. And maybe not to you, but maybe to someone else. I don't know, maybe to other people. Temperance. So temperance talks about patience, right? Patience and doing things. Because the hermit's here, I kind of want to say in an organized type way. This is about bringing something together. Right? Temperance is bringing something together. She's mixing the two cups and creating something out of that. Temperance is such a beautiful high energy that whatever she's creating, we will want. And we may be seeking that. Some of us may be seeking that. But temperance says patience, my child, patience. You know, she has a halo around above her head. All right. I'm going to bring the Universe Tarot in now. It's funny, they're all looking at me except for the Hermit. The Hermit's looking out on everyone else. We have the King of Cups, potential Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Under the Hermit. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this is talking about a potential relationship. Because we have the Seven of Wands between the Queen and the King of Cups. And the Queen's back is to the King. The King's head is down almost, I don't know, but there's very then defensive energy. Someone trying to get someone to see someone's point of view, right? Maybe it's become bigger. Because this Queen has her back to this King. Interesting. Like the Queen is daydreaming. Well, I don't know. It feels like an energy of defeat on both sides. Maybe you've been working so hard to try to get someone to see your point of view in something about something, and maybe you win, maybe you don't. Maybe you win, but then you really lose. I feel like this is what's keeping these two people down, because I have to figure out within this energy, the Seven of Wands, which is defending oneself, why the Hermit is right above that, right? So this is something I have to look at, whether I'm the Queen or the King. It's like I have to look at not just my part, maybe why somebody's not getting that point. I have the Queen of Cups with the Sun above her. And I have the King of Cups in the Hermit energy, so maybe It's almost like she's saying, it's this way or no way. Yet, I feel like she knows the way. But I feel like this king needs to take some time to figure out, perhaps. Perhaps the queen already has emerged from the hermit, from the cave. And the king, look, it's just like he's beginning it, right? In there, maybe at the level 7. Anyway, I don't feel like whatever point of view that's trying to get across is being heard. And I have the 7 of Swords. So this queen is looking right at the 7 of Swords. Interesting. 7 and 7. Both the king and the queen have a 7 attached to them. One of defensive energy, and one, I don't want to say sneaky, but perhaps this queen is thinking of walking away, right? Walking away, but I feel like with her hands full. We have the Prince of Wands. Potential Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, younger energy, or of an earlier time, or an energy, right? Many times. Usually it's the energy of. So the Prince of Wands. This is someone who's willing to take a chance on something. It's funny how he's looking to the rear, the past. He's looking back. He's not looking forward, he's looking back. Maybe back at himself, his own reflection. Right? Making that step to go into the hermit mode. I feel like hermit mode is where we heal our inner selves, where we get the understanding of, you know, what we can really handle at that moment and receive that growth. I feel like we connect spiritually like never before. So sometimes it takes some pretty nasty energy to get someone there. But so be it. They arrive anyway. Maybe two people that really have been on the same type of trip, just at different levels almost. We have the Hierophant, card of Taurus. We have the Knight of Cups coming under this Queen of Cups, and we have the Sun. Look at that. It's almost like here's the answer, because I don't feel like I feel like with this couple, okay, these people, let's say, I just feel like we're looking at things in different lights. And I feel like one is thinking of going, splitting, whatever we want to call it. And the other is defending, but not really being heard, okay? Definitely has to do with emotions. This I know. It's emotions. And it's almost like Temperance. This is part of the mixture. Like, it's just part of the mixture of going through something. Because then we jump down here, and I feel like it's almost like this king looking down and thinking back. You know, like, where was my part? That type of thing. Because it moves this prince into higher energy looking back. Moves him into this higher type energy. Him or her. You know, whatever this is, it's just like someone, why? Well, if I go straight up, I'm at the hermit. But now I am beyond, a little bit beyond the hermit and partially into the sun. You know, so it's a change of energy, right? It's a change of energy. But boy, did I have to get down and dirty to get ultimately that gives me the truth, right? And then we come down here, so we have this higher energy, right? What's above it? That defensive energy. It's saying rise above that, right? Rise above that. And then you have the Knight of Cups. And this may talk about, something coming towards you, emotional, something that should make you feel good, right? And the Sun being right here kind of clarifies that it will. So I feel like this is like, just an energy up here, and here's the reality down here, right? So, sometimes we've got to go through dark times to push someone into that trigger mode of the hermit, right? This is where you learn, right? This is where, this is where temperance lives. Right, she is the light, so she's about having patience, right? Whatever she's creating, the Sun is there as part of it. We have these two cupids, two little kids, however I want to look at it, twins, and she's creating something with 2 cups. Whatever that means, with the hermit now being able to bring out their light. I feel like one potentially has already done that. But that doesn't mean I can't be dragged back down, right? I can be dragged back down, but I feel like one, is thinking forward, and it feels like it's this queen, like she's thinking forward, right? And I was like, what can I take with me? I'm not sure. I think what I'm going to do is bring clarifier out. I'm going to use a crystal vision, and I want to look at that 7 of Swords real quick. Oh, my chair doesn't want to move. Okay, we have the Sun, and we have the King of Pentacles, potential Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Some of you, now I know it's Virgo, but this King comes with the Sun attached to them. Interesting. I'm going to take one more. Because there's a Sun right here, too. And here's Temperance. It's like mixing these two. It's like when both get in the energy of the Sun. Maybe this journey that we're talking about is the King of Pentacles to take for some. To take, right? Looking back, reflecting. The reflection. Becoming, the hermit, going into that cave, into the darkness. But there's the Sun, so. Okay, what else do I want to look at? Let's look at this Page of Wands and let's see what he's looking at. What he's reflecting on, let's say. I don't want to push it. But I do know whatever it is puts them into a higher type energy. It's like I'm forgetting my belief system, forgetting who I am, that type of thing. I've been living in energy of something, and the only way I can see who I am, get to my soul, right, is to reflect back. So, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. I find it interesting because he enters into the energy of the Page of Pentacles, which is seeking knowledge, right? Seeking knowledge. And I feel like it has to do, it's almost like someone not seeing someone else, seeing their creation or what have you, but there's a sense of joy with it. I'm not feeling, hang on. Two of Pentacles, I have the King of Wands, and I have the Nine of Cups. And, you know, what I'm kind of feeling is this night, I feel, is figuring out that this Queen's back is turned, right? Her back is turned. And then I'm seeing this Nine of Cups, and I'm feeling like, you know, this is independent energy. It's interesting. It's almost like the reflection is on her, of her, I should say, of her or him. But more in, I don't know. So it's these 2 threes here. And under the Three of Pentacles, where she can't see him, right? There's the Nine of Cups. So I don't know if she's thinking about this Nine of Cups, or he thinks that she's thinking about this Nine of Cups. But she's unaware that he's aware of something, let's just say. And I think part of this is him or her looking, seeking knowledge, even on, like, I don't know, the authenticity of a person. And I'm saying it because I feel like it turns into higher energy. And with that higher energy comes in this cup of love, right? And I know it's accepted because I have the Sun card here. Alright, I just want to go right across it. We have the Empress. We have the Hangman. So, you know, it's almost like someone's holding back their nurturing feelings with the Six of Wands. You know, what's nice about that is it's coming over the Seven of Wands, where I feel like I'm trying, you know, maybe, I don't know, like, they don't see eye to eye, that's for sure. You know, they both have sevens, so it's like they both have points. That's why I kind of feel like it might be a mirror, like, because they both have a point, but they're not seeing each other's point of view. Six of Wands, and that's current energy, I feel. But the Six of Wands is the energy of overcoming, right? Overcoming is a card of victory. Well, let's keep going. Look. And then we have the Knight of Cups. It's almost like then that love returns. We have the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. And, you know, the Cup of Love, it's funny because the Cup of Love here is going into the Sun, which is such beautiful light energy, right? This King of Pentacles also attached to the Sun. And I feel like the Seven of Swords is a form of negativity in this reading, but the Sun kind of overcomes that. I feel the Nine of Wands, again, it just feels like kind of like meant to be type energy and meant to be maybe relationship, okay? But you have the Ace of Pentacles over here, and I feel like what it talks about is the work that we put in, because the Nine of Pentacles talks about, you know, as I put work in, things become stronger and better, right? Things become, you know, in some cards it shows that, I mean, she's a warrior here, right? She's a warrior. But even in the warrior energy, she's attached to this Knight of Cups, so this is also her then going to have to accept it, right? Because over here, as the Empress, bam, there's a wall. And it just literally feels like somebody out of the two needs to or will or already is going through that stage where it causes them to seek the knowledge, right? But I feel like this Empress isn't moving until that's there, right? Though I don't know, she kind of got to give a little bit too, but nonetheless, there's victory here, right? There's victory, and it's over love. 2 Knights of Cups, right? 2 Knights of Cups. The Hierophant before that, and then the Sun after that. You know, that's staying in your high energy, staying in the highest of energy. The Hermit's like, you know, this lesson can be learned. And if it is, what does it bring? You know, it brings the energy of the sun. You can think of the sun as, you know, that pinnacle in time that you always remember, like some of your best days of your life. And maybe it is, and it turns out to be the best days of your life. But today, it may not feel that way. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave it there. So, I'm not really sure what the moon's asking, except that, you know, we slow down a little bit and allow each their time, right? But staying focused, you know, staying focused on what it is you love or who you love. Because I feel like the Ace of Pentacles talks about a blessing, right? A blessing that's in your physical world. And you've worked hard for it. So don't give it away. Unless you want to. That's always your choice. And some of you may. Again, your choice. I love you guys so much. You know, the moon energy lasts, especially in eclipse, it lasts for quite a while. So, you know, different energy can hit you at different time. At different times, it can depend on your decan within a sign. There's a lot that goes into it, but bottom line is, it happens for all of us in our time, and I felt like that's why I had to slow it down a little bit and say, it is about the Hermit's time, right? When the Hermit feels ready, the Hermit will emerge. Seeing that 9 of Cups up there, what's that talk about? Self-fulfillment. So sometimes the lower energy can come from, I don't have that self-fulfillment, right? There's one of my cups is empty. You know, so I'm off balance. So my receptive energy towards something is also off balance, right? It's wherever my energy is at. But I can't control that. But this feels like this is something that's been worked hard at. You know, don't just give away the house. I don't know. I love you guys. I hope this helps someone. I feel it will. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. So, I started my new Facebook page. Feel free to check it out. I have the link below. I think I'm going to include this on there too. And then I'm going to do, like, you know, special Facebook readings. And I don't know. Who knows? We're just going to keep growing. I definitely felt intuitively guided to do that. So it's actually going to be me and my daughter. And yeah, and hopefully other readers too. Like, my goal was to have other readers on there, maybe some new and upcoming readers, maybe some, you know, who knows? Who knows, right? Sky's the limit. So don't waste that opportunity, right? Don't waste the opportunity. Don't just give it away. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.